snap there.
You can hear it going on out there.
I need that hot monkey love.
Oh, yeah. Feel the love, brothers. Smell the love. Hi, I'm John Henson. Welcome to another edition of Talk Soup. Boy, oh boy, what a game it was yesterday.
Broncos.
You hear that? That was exciting. That's the first year out of 4 years that we have done the Guac Bowl that the winner of the Guac Bowl actually won the Super Bowl, and I think that's as good a reason as any to never do the Guac Bowl again.
Oh.
Yeah. I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night. I was like so exhausted by that game. I haven't gone to bed that early since I was in 6th grade.
Underdog.
Coming up, find out if men need more sex. Grown men make milk come out of their noses. Plus, say it, don't spray it. Oh, no. We'll have more of that spit take later. First up, Cynthia's in a bit of a bind. She's a single mom who says her 13-year-old son, Nick, controls her. To appease him, she gives in to his every whim, buying him elaborate presents, sometimes with money needed for rent. Here she is with little monster now, trying to explain their relationship to Lisa.
How spoiled are you, son?
Real spoiled.
What do you have, son?
Everything I want.
You have everything you want. How do you get that?
Just telling her I want it, asking her and bugging her. She gives it to me.
Now,
Making me feel guilty.
I get that.
do you know that your mom doesn't have the money sometimes to get you everything you want?
Sometimes.
And everything. How many bikes do you have?
Close to 10.
Why?
I don't even have a pair of sneaks.
Do you know that your mom has been doing without things to buy you more stuff?
No.
Would that make you feel differently, knowing that?
Probably.
Really? I'm going without. Will you quit? Please.
Nick, who runs things at your house? You or your mom?
Probably most of the time me.
I do tell you what to do.
Cynthia,
I do have
you're
rules.
kind of playing with him, and there's a little banter here, but is that to cover up what's really going on?
Yeah, well,
Because you're joking about it, and it's really not funny.
it's to stop so I don't cry.
Did you... Show us the Chiron from earlier. Look at this. The kid has 3 stereos, a TV, and a VCR in his room. The Talk Soup staff doesn't have that kind of hardware. I got a close and play on my desk. Wednesday on Lee's look at same-sex custody battles. She'll talk to people who are embroiled in this new legal predicament. Boy, is Clinton in hot water. First, Paula Jones takes him to court. Then came the accusations about an alleged affair with an intern. Now comes word that Mayor McCheese has issued a restraining order. When it rains, it pours. Up next, our beleaguered president tries to clear his name on the Conan show.
Now, apparently, there's documentation of Monica Lewinsky coming in and out of the White House at night after she'd quit working there.
I'm afraid I can explain, Conan. She wasn't visiting me. She was visiting a friend of mine. A friend I can no longer protect. Get on out here and admit what you've done.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Al Gore?
It's true. It was me. I'm a sex machine.
See that?
Conan, I can't get enough of that sweet cherry pie.
Okay, now listen.
sad.
Guys, this is pathetic. Nobody is buying this.
I need that hot monkey love.
Sir, you... All right. Sir, you don't need hot monkey love. Now, I think you should just go.
Say goodbye, Al. Say goodbye.
I'm on fire.
All right, that's enough.
All right.
Okay, making Gore the scapegoat didn't work. Perhaps if Clinton just came clean.
Well, what about the more serious charge that you asked Monica Lewinsky to lie in her deposition?
I never, ever asked her to lie under deposition. I asked her to lie there in that position.
Oh.
God bless America. Wednesday on Late Night, Conan gets educated by Bill Nye the Science Guy. He'll delight all with his wild and wacky experiments. He's a nut, that Bill Nye. Well, we're still a few months away from spring cleaning, but that hasn't stopped Crook and Chase from getting things spick and span. The first order of business? Scrubbing out those nasty TNN toilets. But what about the stubborn stains? How are you going to get rid of them, huh? A viewer named Paul Kaziz has this refreshing suggestion.
This is from Paul Kaziz from Douglas, Arizona, and he says that you can use Kool-Aid to clean toilets. Take a package, and this is very important, of non-sweetened Kool-Aid.
Okay.
And you just pour it right in the toilet bowl.
We've selected lemon lime for the demonstration.
Well, let's put it in the
put it in
water
there?
and pretend
We'll do
like
that?
that's the toilet bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And I'll put this down. It's just the brown mustard stain.
All right. There you go.
And just pour it. Can you want to just pour it in there?
I'd like to have a drink here first, but I was...
Smells wonderful, doesn't it? Now my question is, won't that green stain it?
Nah, shouldn't, would it?
It seems like it would to me.
Okay, and then you just sort of, well, see, it's already loosening that, too. I don't know, there's something in all these drinks that these people are eating. Who, by the way, decided, I think I'm going to pour Kool-Aid in the commode and try to clean it? Whose idea was that?
I don't know how you guys find these things out, but they're pretty brilliant.
But you can see it's loosening the dried mustard there.
Yes, it is loosening that dried mustard. Here's another tip. If you want to get rid of the smell of onion on your hands, rub a stainless steel spoon under running water. Lorianne said it had something to do with chemistry, and you know what? I bet she's right. Wednesday, Crook and Chase welcome Connie Smith to the show. The Grand Ole Opry legend won't be singing, but she will be cooking up a mess o' tasty victuals. Connie is a culinary country goddess. Yes, Curtis. Coming up later on this post-guac bowl edition of The Soup, we'll introduce some revolutionary wrinkles in rugs. Now putting on a bad toupee is a snap. Plus, Barbara Walters talks about whoopee. But first, some advice for oversexed men.
You know what? Just have exactly what
you want.
Just like my brother.
I'm not over there holding
You
it
can't
off.
keep it in your
Whatever,
pants. Put a sock over it.
He was an
Welcome back to Talk Soup, the show hosted by John Henson. Who? I don't know. When it comes to sexual matters, the ladies at The View leave the tough questions to their resident sexpert, Bob Berkowitz. In this highlight, he'll define the parameters of a normal sexual relationship. Bob believes we're all too intercourse-oriented, and judging by this highlight, so is Barbara Walters.
I think that men and women also define the differences between intercourse and not intercourse and what's sex and what isn't sex. Because for a woman, it's a more intimate act. It's in her body. It's the possibility of getting pregnant. It's different than it is for a man.
I got to ask you a real fast question.
Yep.
When we used to hear about John Kennedy, there was a quote that John Kennedy said, if I don't have sex, I may not have it exact, but if I don't have sex 5 times a week, I get a migraine. I'm serious now. Do men, I mean, when we talk about men risking the kinds of things they do they just need much more sex than women?
I think very powerful men do. And by the way, Barbara, I got a hell of a headache now.
A majority of the women in the View audience felt kissing comprised a sexual relationship. Not surprisingly, most of the men in the audience disagreed unless the kissing occurred laying down while naked in a Motel 6. Wednesday on The View, Babs and the girls will take a long cold shower and cool their jets. Then, once they've regained their composure, they'll engage in another thought-provoking roundtable. The setup for this Jerry highlight may be complicated, but trust me, the payoff is worth it. Oh boy, is it ever. We're about to meet Joseph. For 6 years, he's been seeing Chris, and they have 3 kids together. However, lately, he's been shacking up with Connie, a 19-year-old who's 7 months pregnant with his child. Recently, this love triangle appeared on the Springer show to sort out the situation. Adding her 2 cents was Chris's friend Marnie, who claims that Joseph's still sleeping with Chris. Oh, yeah.
You're saying that he, in fact, is still carrying on with her?
Oh, yeah.
How do you know that?
Are you in the bedroom? Do you
Wait,
know? I'm
let me hear.
downstairs.
Let me
It's a house. There's an apartment upstairs and a house downstairs.
Yes.
The girl that lives downstairs is my girlfriend. I'm over there every day. You can hear it going on upstairs.
I'm not over there holding it off.
Keep it in your
Whatever.
You don't know nothing, girl. He's got you so snowed.
Oh,
you
whatever.
know nothing.
You don't know. All you whores are like, you sleep with everybody. You don't care.
Ew, she knocked a loogie on him. that reminds me. It's the cold and flu season. Please, if you can help it, don't expect rain on anybody. Viruses can be transmitted through mucus. This has been a public service announcement from Talk Soup, the show that cares. Wednesday, Jerry speaks with married people who are living with their lovers. They say it's a very cool arrangement, and they'll be getting the best of both worlds. Duplicity. Time now for a bit of grade school fun on the Keenan Show. Here's the wager. If two members of Keenan's audience can get each other to laugh while drinking milk, they can both pocket 200 beans. Here's Rodney Harrington and Cool C. Wow, even Keenan's audience members have fancy names.
I'm going to give you 60 seconds to make Cool C spit this milk out of his mouth. Don't swallow it, just pour it in your mouth. All right, you got 60 seconds to make him laugh. And you can't go that way. Ready? Go. You better hurry up and get that damn spit out your mouth.
Okay, so Cool C lost it. Let's see how Rodney Harrington does.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. All right, he got mouth full. All right, right? Now you got to sit right down. Right there. Go ahead.
Oh, my God, he took a facial. Let's see that one more time in slow motion, please. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Lord have mercy, the last time I saw something that graphic, I had to rent it. Wednesday, Keenan talks with actor Michael Rapaport. He'll be on to promote his new film, Illtown, co-starring Lily Taylor. Still to come on this edition of Talk Soup, we'll try out the newest thing in hair replacement, snap-on wigs. Hiding your baldness have never been so easy. And straight ahead, Jay Leno hosts his version of our patented guac bowl. Coincidence? I don't think so. Make no bones about it, I'm Talk Soup, and this is John Henson. This past weekend, Talk Soup presented our 4th annual guac bowl. Coincidentally, last Friday, The Tonight Show took time to celebrate the spicy dip comprised of fresh California avocados. Jay gave away Super Bowl tickets to a lucky fan who could pull the most plastic footballs out of a vat filled with the green stuff. Take a look.
Stand right up here. Why don't you just kind of stand in the guacamole? Just kind of get your foot, stand in it. Okay, gentlemen, in fact, gentlemen, both. Why don't you both just sit down, just sit right down, sit right down. Okay, we're going to start the clock. Who has the most in 20 seconds? Denver, Green Bay, start the clock, go! Clock. Okay, hang on, gentlemen, hang on, I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
The Denver Broncos fan won the Super Bowl tickets. He pulled 18 footballs out of the vat in 20 seconds. He also won airfare and hotel accommodations in San Diego. The Talk Soup staff got free chips and dip. We're on cable. Wednesday on The Tonight Show, Jay gets giggly with actress Yasmine Bleeth. A former Baywatch babe is now pursuing TV movie projects like her last film, Crowned and Dangerous. We always hear stories of infidelity from the innocent victim. It's so rare that we actually hear from the misunderstood player in that drama, the mistress herself. That's why this Sally highlight is so refreshing. It features a woman named Vera who thinks her boyfriend, Eric, has been cheating on her. He's denying it, calling Vera a liar. But then, who's this woman in the studio audience? Eric?
I would like you to meet, Toya. This is the woman who has been seeing Eric for the last year. You see, you're real, aren't you? You are a real person. She didn't make you up. You're not a figment of anyone's imagination. What did Eric tell you about Vera?
All he told me was that he had a baby with her, and he just downed her, and that's all he told me. And he said he wasn't with her, you know, he was with him for a year. He lied. He said, you know, when I get back from all my stuff that I'm going through, we're going to move in together. I gave him a key to my house, you know, and that was it. And he called me from New York, and then my girlfriend saw the show, and she said, Toya, there's something really funny about him. And I called her, I said, are you still with him? I said, because if you are, I don't want him. I don't want to come in between any kids. I don't want to come in between anything. It's the truth. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I don't care, because I know me, and I want my own man. That's it.
Eric chose not to appear on the Sally Show this time around. Probably a good idea, since things weren't going his way. Wednesday on Sally, guests will face a tricky moral dilemma. Will they forgive the people who hurt them or exact a bitter and satisfying revenge? Tune in and find out. Mimicry. It's a powerful gift that can be used for good or evil. Take Kevin Pollak. Recently, he used an impersonation as part of a nefarious plan to drive actor Alan Arkin mad. Impossible, you say? Listen to the brazen Pollak confess all to later host Judd Nelson.
You know, like Alan Arkin is a story I've told about how I learned to do an impression of him and then would just torment him. Way after we got done working together, just call him up and leave messages on his home machine in his own voice, just to scare him. Yeah, you should know that one of his sons is named Tony, and he has a dog named Jesse, and this is the message I once left on his machine. So he would check his machine, he'd get this. Oh, yeah, message to myself. Get some food for Jesse and check on the truck for Tony. I guess that's it, okay. And then I get a call, like a week later. Hi, Kevin, it's Alan. Listen, you know what? That's not funny. I was really scared there for about 17 minutes. I called my wife. I said, Barbara, honey, I don't remember leaving this message. Should we call a doctor now or try to figure this out?
Pollak's plan was foiled this time. But pity poor William Shatner. I hope to God he has an unlisted number. Wednesday on Later, Judd Nelson will turn over fill-in host duties to actor Michael Rapaport. He's currently starring in Hilltown and has another film coming out called Palmetto. Coming up after the break, it's our soup of the day. You too can have hair as real-looking as Burt Reynolds and William Shatner.
The thing with this system is you have to wear a piece. You cannot get that William Shatner or Burt Reynolds look without a prosthetic. It is state-of-the-art. It is something that people are not really in touch with. It's futuristic.
All right, 9 down, 1 to go. Get booted out of the hair club for men for insubordination? Rogaine giving you a migraine? Tired of wearing bad rugs? Then, buddy, have a seat. This Daily Show highlight features a revolutionary breakthrough in hair replacement. It's called Snap-On Hair and was developed by Dr. Anthony Pignataro. With more, here's Daily Show correspondent A. Whitney Brown talking to a satisfied client.
4 inconspicuous snaps, similar to those on raincoats, are bolted into the skull.
You want to see it?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to. Popping it right off there.
Good.
Yeah, it just pops right out. Wow. How do you like the snaps there? Are they comfortable?
They don't see nothing.
You don't even notice it. So put it back on. Let's see how much better you look with that on there.
Yeah.
There you go. Do you ever get it backwards by mistake?
No.
This is cutting edge hair replacement technology.
I'd say it's the latest.
Dr. Pignataro is not only the inventor, he's also a client.
If the mic might pick it up, you can even hear. There's 1 snap. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4.
So you can hear the snaps as they come off. Wow. You need a hand there? Maybe if you stand up, it'll be easier. The thing with this system is you have to wear a piece.
You cannot get that William Shatner or Burt Reynolds look without a prosthetic. It is state-of-the-art. It is something that people are not really in touch with. It's futuristic.
There, I heard a snap there. Now that looks completely different. Do you ever comb it?
Once a while.
Snap-on hair simultaneously increases your odds of finding a woman and getting killed by lightning. So, you know, you're taking your chances. Nothing's risk-free. All right, there's no need to be hurtful. Wednesday on The Daily Show, more fascinating stuff from correspondent A. Whitney Brown. Also, Craig Kilborn will entertain a celebrity guest with his rakish wit. Tomorrow on Talk Soup, the inspiration for a popular Jerry Lee Lewis song. I think we all know what song I'm talking about. This is John Henson reminding you that a penny saved is a penny earned, unless it's invested in the stock market, and a penny saved is highly unstable. So long, wage slaves.